Hello everyone, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Welcome to UDAAN YouTube channel. Now I will be discussing the most important English letter writing format. You know that English letter writing has two formats. One is formal letter, the other one is informal letter or personal letter. And there are other letters like complaint letter and application letter. There are many. But for your SSLC examination, two types of letters are very much important. You will be given all. Okay. So here one question will be on the formal letter, the other will be on the personal letter. So I suggest you to write formal letter because the format is very easy and it will fetch a total 5 marks. Okay. So let us begin our discussion on the letter writing for upcoming examination. See 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and from up to 10th standard or up to college PU2 level, this format is used. Okay. So I will be just referring the standard format for the letter writing. Okay. So you can see the formal letter format here. Okay. Assume that this is a paper. Always you should start with what? You should start with the fresh page only. Remember this. This is the first thing you should remember. Letter writing and essay should be written with the fresh page itself. So here always we should write from. Okay. So always we should start from. Then we should write sender's name. And in question they will be giving. I just show the example later. You will be able to remember this. Then you should write address. If suppose zip code or city is given, you should write. Phone number is given. You should write. Email address is given. All the senders, the one who is sending the letter, you should write. Then one line you should give and you should write the letter. Sorry, you should write the date. Okay, letter, and you should write what date, today's date, and then you should write 2. Yes, here you should write 2, comma. Then next line you should write recipient's name, position and title. If suppose editor of newspaper, which newspaper company. Then you should write the street address and city. Make sure that the state and city of this and this should match if it is in the same city itself. Then you should write salutation. Salutation means you should write dear, or you can write, but since it is a formal letter, use respected. Respected sir or madam you should write, and you should put what? Comma. Then next thing you should write is what? Subject. Okay, you should write subject. So here regarding, you can start with regarding what? Non-proper supply of electricity. So there are potholes in your on the roads which are causing problems. So like this the question the statement will be given. Then you should write introduction of first para, and directly go into the problem. Okay, no need to ask why, how, and nothing, because it is not a personal letter. Then coming to the next one, you can find here body of paragraph and conclusion of paragraph. In conclusion, you should just request them. So kindly requesting them to complete the task or to complete take the action for the complaint. Okay. Then you should write closing. In closing, you should use what? You should use in closing. You should use thanking you. Okay. So remember thanking you. See, it should be written on left side only. Here you can use in closing. You can use thank you or thanking you. Then what you should write? Thanking. Okay, thanking you. Then you should write comma. Then here you should write yours sincerely or yours faithfully. You can write comma here. And here for yours, don't put apostrophe, right? Directly what? Yours sincerely. Then you should put signature, and in bracket you should write the name. Okay, this is how the format. So I'll just show the format one more time. So suppose this is the page. Here you should start from, then write to whom, then you should write date, then you should write to, then you should write respected sir or madam. Okay, then you should write the subject. Then you should write what? Body of the letter. Then you should watch the closing, that is thanking you. Then on the left side only you should write yours sincerely and yours sincerely or yours faithfully, comma. Then you should write the name here and you should put signature here. This is how the format. If you write thoroughly format, you will get more than 3 marks. Then writing the content carries the other 2 marks. So I've just taken it from the previous year question paper itself. The letter writing, imagine that you are Ravi or Reshma from GHS Mysuru. Write a letter to the editor of local newspaper complaining about frequent power cuts in your area. So these complaint letters will be very much important. Okay, you should write formal letter only. I will be discussing both the answers in this session, how to write effectively. So as I described how to write, always start from, then comma, next line you should write Reshma. Okay, so you can use Ravi or Reshma GHS Vijayanagar Mysuru. One line you should give and you should write date. Okay, what is the date? 15th January 2017. You can write today's date also. Again leave one line, then 2 comma, next line the editor, which company it is Deccan Herald and Mysore. Then one line you should write respected sir or madam. You can use anything. Then you should use subject. Okay, underline the subject. Then what is that? Frequent power cuts in our area or And yes, what is given here as it is, you should able to write. So here they are complaining. You can use complaining about frequent power cuts. In your it is there, you should write our area. In our area, you can write. Then this is a body. At least 3 to 4 lines you should write. Don't write a paragraph of 10 to 15 lines, because since it is a formal letter, in short and crisp you should write. Okay, no need to highlight very what more things in this. Okay, what is given, directly come to the point. See, I am living in Vijayanagar and wish to bring to your notice the problems faced by the students due to frequent power cuts. The exams are approaching and it is not possible to study without electricity or without power. In spite of complaining to the authorities, no action is initiated or no action is taken. This one you can write in second paragraph you can make. So I request you to publish this letter so that the concerned authorities take some immediate action. I hope my request will be fulfilled or my request will be obliged. Even that sentence you can add so that it will add more value to your body of the letter. Then you should write on the left side, you can write this thanking you. On the left side only you use what yours truly or yours sincerely, yours faithfully, write the name, and above this you should put the signature. Okay, and there is one more letter writing. So write a letter to your friend describing the annual day celebrations in your school. So this is informal letter. I'll just tell you how to write informal letter. So you can see here in informal letter, you can start from comma name Reshma GHS Vijayanagara Mysuru, the date, then no need to write to here. Okay, directly start with dear. Why? Since it is the informal letter, personal letter, you can use dear because it is a French. So Sindhu. Then when it comes to the informal letter, you should ask what they are doing, how they are doing. So how are you? How are you? I am fine. Hope the same from you too. Last week we celebrated annual day in your school. The function involved in our school, the function involved many colorful performances like dance, skit, musical band, etc. I took part in the drama which was appreciated by all. Awards were given to the best performers. The day came to an end with chief guest speech. Hope to meet you soon after the exam. Then we should write yours lovingly. Okay, thank you. No need to write yours lovingly name. Okay. Then below that we should write two, comma, next line you should write Sindhu, Rajnagar, Basavanagudi, Hasana, or anywhere where she is staying, they will give in the question. I hope you got this. Kindly prepare thoroughly. Don't lose 5 marks here. This letter is very important when it comes to examination point of view. I hope you can do better. Okay, by referring to this, kindly practice more. If you have any queries, any kind of suggestion, kindly put it in the comment box below so that I can come up with the. I'm glad to answer all your questions. Thank you. Kindly like, share, and subscribe.